Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. I'm Get Good Guy, and the first Tides of War live service update has arrived for Battlefield 5. The delay to the patch was just one day, so well done to DICE. They fixed a significant issue and then got clearance to post the patch, which is absolutely the right thing to do. Good work. It's great to have some positive news about Battlefield 5. Let's hope it stays like this for a while. Today is the 5th of December, which is update day. Tomorrow sees us jump into the first Tides of War chapter as well, which is called Overture. So I've posted a link to the full patch notes in the description and my pinned comment for those of you who want to read everything that's been added, altered or removed. Obviously, I'm not going to just sit here and read off the entire list to you, but what I will do though is go through and tell you about the sections that really stand out to me, so you can at least get somewhat of an overview of the situation. And let's get right into it with the basics. There's a new map called Panzerstorm, a practice range to test out your weapons and such like in, a new war story called The Last Tiger, and there'll be the opportunity to unlock some new weapons during the Tides of War. Now the ones I know of are the Vickers K machine gun, the AGM/42 rifle, and the Selbstlader 1906 rifle. There may well be other ones, but unfortunately it currently won't show me them in the game. It will say, for example, replace weapon with 11 options for the assault class, but will only show the original 8 when I get in there, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm sure the vast majority of you guys already knew this basic information. So now let's go for general fixes and changes. I'm just going to burn through all of this stuff, alright? There's a fix for weapons staying locked even if the player has reached the required level to obtain them. DICE has improved the infinite loading screen issue, so there should be far less occurrences of getting stuck there. They've tweaked the Conquest soft catch-up mechanic, so catch-up will now only be implemented when the losing team is very far behind. I'd have preferred it to be completely removed really, but any positive change to this is a good thing. Automatic spawning at the start of a round has been removed from all modes except Final Stand, which is great. No more rushing in the menus to get things done before the game starts, and the icon above bomb carriers in front lines and breakthrough has now been removed, aside for a brief moment upon picking up the bomb. Then to round this section out, the first version of vehicle customization has been implemented. Now let's move on to soldier fixes and tweaks. DICE have fixed an issue with getting stuck in place after a revive has been completed, as well as issues with aiming sometimes being slowed down or limited after being revived, and players falling through the ground after being revived. So overall, reviving should be better. As well as this, aiming down sight and moving on uneven terrain no longer kicks the player out of ADS. The tank class is no longer able to build fortifications faster than the support class, and vaulting detection has been improved for some objects such as small rocks, so you should be able to mantle some things more easily now. Right, onwards to vehicle alterations. DICE have greatly reduced the damage of aircraft light bombs versus tanks. AA tanks will now take less damage to their turret from infantry, and they've also had their damage to infantry slightly increased. Players in the top gunner position in land vehicles can now duck down and be somewhat protected from incoming shots, and they're also able to blind fire the weapon while doing so. The Ju-88 bomber can now only hold one 1,000 kilogram bomb at a time rather than 2, and DICE have also reduced the rate of fire for dropping 16 times 50 kilogram bombs. This ensures they have a larger spread when hitting the ground. With that said, let's get to the big one, weapons and gadget changes. So DICE have added a confirmation sound when spotting with the binoculars. The smoke grenade launcher now properly blocks spotting, including from suppression. Players can now disable enemy placed AT mines and dynamite by interacting while playing as a class that supports it. They've reduced sight clipping for scopes. Throwing knives have had their max damage reduced from 13 meters to 6.5 meters, and you can now only carry a maximum of 2 knives rather than 6, but their headshot damage was bugged before, so they now do 2 times damage to the head, making them a one-shot kill at all ranges. Moving on, they've decreased the M1928A1's max damage from 30 to 25.1. They've slightly increased the max damage of the Sturmgewehr 1-5 and the STG-44. They've reduced the range at which the Turner SMLE can kill with 1 headshot and 1 body shot from 35 meters to 30 meters. There's been a slight increase to the range at which assault rifles, SMGs, LMGs and MMGs can 4-shot kill, and increase to all SMGs 5-hit kill range from 25 to 30 meters, plus SMGs also now have better sustained fire accuracy while aimed and stationary, and have improved muzzle velocity and bullet drag stats, so basically medics got a much needed buff. The assault rifles have decreased sustained fire accuracy while aimed and moving now, and bolt action snipers no longer deal reduced damage when hitting the lower body or upper arms. Then for a specific one, the KE7 has been nerfed. Yes, the God Gun. I'll have a full video about this soon, but essentially, it now has increased horizontal recoil and has had the recoil buffer specialization removed and replaced by quick aim, so it's just going to be less easy to use. And I should mention the Panzerfaust. Its damage to vehicles has been simplified. The angle of attack is now less important, and low damage hits have been increased to 2 or 3 times what it originally stood at. It's then had its max damage reduced to balance this out, especially against the rear of tanks, but it's now more potent against tank parts, so it's easier to disable turrets, tracks, and engines. So there are pros and cons either way, but it apparently should take more hits overall to take out a tank now. And honestly, there's a lot more stuff in this update, but the list is just too long and I don't want to bore you. Go to the description or my pinned comment if you want to read everything there is. I'll say well done to DICE for packing so much into this update. It's really good work. There are some things that aren't included that will be disappointing for some players, but having actually taken in the length of this list, it's a very good start to the update lifecycle, and we definitely needed that. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future content. And join my Discord server in the description and my pinned comment. Now let's head over to the Board of Awesome for the epic people who support the channel on Patreon. That support helps me to do this every single day, so thanks to everybody on here. If you want to join them on the Board of Awesome, the links to the Patreon page is in the description and my pinned comment. And with that all said, I'm Get Good Guy, and I'll see you next time. Laters.